Fury Movie Review 2014. Hey, what's up guys, it's Josh here. Today I want to do a little review on a movie called Fury from 2014. It actually got quite a bit of popularity. I've seen a lot of people post about it, so I'm assuming that most people who wanted to see Fury have already seen it or have already have their opinions about it. But looking at the all-star cast, I really had to give this one a go. I really like almost all these actors, and I'm surprised that so many good actors that I like are in one film. So I just absolutely had to check this one out. Might as well just jump into the pros of this movie. The pros is that it has a great cast. One of the best casts I've seen in so long. If a movie just has Brad Pitt in it or a movie just has Shia LaBeouf in it, I'm kind of already interested. The guy from End of Watch and the guy from Punisher, I'm sorry I don't know their names, but I think it's Michael Pena. The guy from End of Watch and the guy from The Punisher, I really like those guys too. I'm sorry I don't know their names, but I like almost all the good actors in this movie. So I have a soft spot in my heart for Training Day. I've said this on some other videos, so I just love the movie Training Day. David Ayer shot Training Day, and I think David Ayer wrote and directed this movie, and this is way different than Training Day. This is kind of like a war style movie, so I was very interested to see that. A couple of the scenes worked well. It takes a long time to kind of wind up to the situations that are very, very interesting, but there was a few times where everything was just kind of hitting really good. The action scenes were pretty solid in this movie, even though it was only for about 20 minutes of the entire runtime was it really fully on action, but the action scenes were really good. A couple of the scenes hit really good. There were several times where actors would get very, very into it, very serious, and you would completely feel the moment. It wouldn't be the entire movie, but it would happen. Unfortunately, that's where the pros end, because this wasn't my favorite movie, and I had so many problems with this movie that I was unable to really enjoy it. I was looking up some people online or looking up some reviews online, and people were kind of agreeing with me, although the overall score for Fury is super high. The cons of this movie is that it was too long. I think it was 2 hours and 10 minutes or something like that. This could have been a solid hour and 50 minutes, especially for the kind of like budget that they had and for the scenes they were going with. This isn't overly an action film. It doesn't have these super big special effects. It's not half the movie's action. Very small amount of this movie is action, and it is gritty once the action takes place, but there's so much extra drama, extra filler, that if you were just gonna have this story and not tell any other story, you really could have cut it down by 20 minutes and it would have been a lot better in my opinion. There was also a scene where two characters meet these two girls in the middle of the movie, and there's probably about a 20-minute long scene of essentially something you could cut in half. I was just kind of really bored with it. It was kind of taken out of the whole time frame of everything. It's like randomly two people just meet these two girls and they pretty much just go hang out for like 20 minutes, and there's really not any deeper meaning or story behind it. It's just this bleh thing, and I really think that scene specifically could have been cut down, although you could have cut down probably all the slow scenes as well. And not enough story and not enough backstory. You really don't understand almost anything about this. I've heard other people say that the whole message of this movie is that war is bad, and that's like literally it. They're just seething with this hate because of, you know, what war has done to them, but you don't understand them. Weird people who've almost lost their mind, instead of you had these really good actors who could portray these really great dramatic scenes if you had built them up right. There is no story. These guys are just upset, they're pissed off, a mess pretty much the whole time. There could be some sort of story there, I guess, but to me, I didn't catch anything besides just random people in a tank going to war. They were supposed to start in one area and then go all the way to the next. There's really no feeling of, okay, they're in one area, they're moving on to the next. It was just kind of just random scenes, almost felt like. The editing and the overall direction was really off. Again, that kind of goes with the story, because there'd be times where these characters like Brad Pitt will be super serious and like just completely nail a scene, and then the very next scene he's acting kind of like chill Brad Pitt or just hanging out, you know. It just really completely feels off. But I know Brad Pitt has the acting capability because I've seen him in something like Fight Club. I've seen him in Inglourious Basterds, and the whole time in those movies, I don't know if it's the editing or the director, but he acts the same. He acts coherent. You know, it seems like the director or the editor just had Brad Pitt shoot a bunch of scenes, and then they would put random serious scenes, really aggressive scenes with him just hanging out and chilling. So it kind of, the pacing's off, especially with the main character too. I really didn't like the main character, the little kid, and then eventually eventually he does some stuff that I like, but then the writing and the direction, he just falls off for me again. So I was like, man, I didn't like him, now I like him, but then the writing made me not like him again even after that. There wasn't that much big scale action. Again, this could have been an hour and 50 minutes and like make it not as drawn out. I think mainly the biggest scenes is like maybe one tank fighting another tank. Even then it's very slow and they got a bunch of people just yelling around, and they have good acting, but it just wasn't that much action, not that much stuff to wrap your head around besides like some guy going after another tank that's stronger and they're just yelling. There just wasn't that much extra that you could, see, or, for the second watch, or things to catch. There's just not that much extra. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but the guy from The Punisher, he's such a great actor. Shia LaBeouf is such a great actor. I would say they have a little bit more aggression and can get a little more emotion out of you than somebody like Brad Pitt. They just were underutilized. The Punisher guy was just so mean, with no understanding or somebody to stop him, or he was just mean, and the way that the writing was and the way that the other characters acted towards him, it just was kind of pointless. But I gotta say, he was a good actor because he was trying to be that person that was aggressive, and you actually do want to hate him, which is his job, because of how good the acting is. But it just overall doesn't make sense and doesn't fit into something that you like. If you're gonna make him so hated, you should have somebody that kind of beats him or something that prevails over him, and nothing really does. But anyways, guys, if this was a buy, try, or pass, I would say if you really want to see these for the actors, if you really like one of these actors, I would say watch it. Otherwise, I would say pass. I couldn't believe that I felt this way about this movie. I've seen this movie like advertised for so many years. I like all the actors in this movie. I like the director. And I'm just surprised that this movie just really didn't hit it for me. Several times I wanted to turn it off. Several times I paused, got up and did something else. I had to keep it real with you guys, but I would say definitely pass on this one. But this movie is so popular and came out a number of years ago. So I'll be very interested to see, do you like it? Is this one of your favorite movies? Or if you didn't like it, maybe you could suggest me a better version of this movie. I'd be very interested to try it overall. But Fury was not for me. It just kind of baffles me because I always felt like I was going to like this movie every time I saw it. But unfortunately, it's not for me. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Fury. Let me know what you think of the channel. Let me know what movie I should review next. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I couldn't do it without any of you guys' help. You guys are the best. I'm having a great day out here. Hopefully having a great day at home. See you all in the next video. Peace.